What's up, y'all? It's Miles here. I'm gonna work on a project today and I'm just gonna take you along with me. So I've been working out of a car for my Handyman stuff, and it's a Kia Soul, so there's a lot of room in the back if it's organized properly, but I just don't have proper storage, so I'm gonna be building some storage out of plywood just to keep my tools more organized in here. And I bought some extra storage containers for like small products like screws and nails and that sort of thing, and I'm going to organize that better. So I'm going to flip the camera around and show you what the inside of my truck or my car looks like right now, and then kind of give you a rundown of what my plan is, and then I'll go ahead and build it. So stick around and see what's going on. Alright, so this is what it looks like. It is a complete mess right now, but basically we got a toolbox over here. I just bought these today, so they're not normally in there, but they're going to go in there. So this is what the organization looks like right now. Not great. Whole bunch of other tools and stuff. So I'm going to take all this out and build it in a new platform, like this thing that's down here already. I'm going to take that out and put in a wooden one and build a box to better use the space. So I'm going to take all this out now and then I'll show you what I'm doing. Alright, so I got everything taken out. As you can see, the main issue is that, I don't know if you can see that, but this thing is not secure in the back here. And it's starting to bow quite a bit. So I can't decide if I want to put just a new piece in all the way across and take this out, or just put another piece right on top of it, a piece of wood. I'm going to run over and show you the wood, and then I guess I'll trace it and cut it out. Alright, so here's the wood I got. I pulled this all out of the trash. It's 3/4 inch plywood. I hosed it off the other day. Probably going to need a little bit more cleaning, but obviously the base is going to be made out of this. Then we'll just make a box out of the rest of it. So I'm going to go ahead and trace this up and cut it out with a jigsaw. See if I can put it either on the bottom or on top. Alright, so I just put this on the plywood, traced it out. Let's use the jigsaw and cut that shape out. Alright, I have my phone set up so you can see me cut it, but I forgot to press play. But it is cut. I'm about to sand it down a little bit before I try to put it in. Alright, about to test fit it. I would say that's about perfect. Still kind of bows down the middle, but not as bad as before. So yeah, looks like we got a good base. Alright, now to figure out the height, I put the seat up as if it was going to be up, and then I put this straight up so I will know where it hits. I marked that line. I marked it over there and drew a line all the way across. Then take my tape measure, measure from there to here. Looks like we're right at like 12 inches, so I'm going to make it 12 inches there. Now I'm about to put the ladder in and see how wide we need to make it. Alright, and then when I put the ladder in, which is how I have to do it, and the measure right at 18 inches, so looks like it's going to be 12 inches by 18 inches for the width and the length, and then we have to figure out the height. Alright, now to figure out the height, come in here, put this square, see how high that is. Looks right at 18 inches, so looks like it'll be 18 inches high. So 18 inches high, that seems a little high. Guess we're going to do it and see how it goes. I might end up putting like a shelf in there and a door in the front or something to kind of give us some separation, but I guess we'll see. Yeah, I will go ahead and start cutting out the pieces for the box and then see where we're at from there. Alright, so I've been watching a lot of tested videos with Adam Savage from Mythbusters, and he always draws out what he wants to do. So I drew out my plan. I'm going to make a box that is, and write that down, this is easy to memorize. It's 12 by 18 by 18. And so the front faces are going to be 18 by 18. And so I need 2 of them, and I'm going to make a cutout in the first one that is 8 inches tall, 14 inches wide. And then I'm going to build a piece of wood that is like 10 by 16 that slides up and down. I'm just going to have it slide between 2 pieces of wood. The other wood is going to be 18 inches by 2 inches thick, and that's going to go in the front here to hold in between the board so that it can slide in between it. It's kind of hard to explain, but I will just make it now, and then I will show how it goes. So I'm just going to go start marking up the pieces and cut them out and start making the shelf. Alright, so here's the rough outline of the box. It's a little bit smaller than I'd hoped, but just have to go with what the measurements can let you do. So, about to just try to screw this all together. Got the door over there with the little slats that are going to hold it in place. And yeah, I'm going to put this in place, and I'll show you once I'm done. Alright, so I propped it up a bit. This is like the flush level here. And I'm going to pre-drill some 1/8 inch holes here. And I'm going to use these 1 5/8 inch deck screws to hold it all together. Alright, so I got the box done. Just a bunch of screws. And I put the shelf in with more screws. Made this little piece of wood as like just as a guide for how deep to put the shelf. Now I'm going to attach these and the bigger ones so that I can have a little door for this. So I got it in, I got the door on, slides kind of, usually. I just used 1 1/4 inch screws to screw it in the bottom. So now I'm about to organize all this mess and try to see what I can get in the car and what I don't need in there anymore. And yeah, I will let you know. Alright, so I went through all my stuff. Now I have 3 of these filled with stuff that was taking up a bunch of my room. Then I have the rest of everything basically in this. So all that is organized up top. I'm going to put my saws down here, plus a couple other things, some safety glasses, some shims, and a magic eraser that I didn't have anywhere else to put. So I have all of this and all of that on both sides to put stuff in if I need to. I have my long level here, my socket set over here, my ratchet set over there, you can't really see it. My short ladder on that side, my dolly on this side, my floodlight right there, my Dremel right there, my shorter level, and my hacksaw that I couldn't fit anywhere. And so I'm about to stack all these up and put them in the car, and I'll show you how that goes. So I got all these in here. They all hook together on the side here. So it's really heavy, but they're all hooked together. And you can take them apart if you need to. So that is nice to have all my hardware in one thing. I put the stuff that I most use in the top one here, so it'll be easy to reload my little kit that I take into my jobs every day. These were also empty before I started, so that's how much trash I pulled out. Alright, I'm all done now. I'm actually inside now. I just took a shower and ate a little bit of food, and that's it for the day. So this is supposed to be my day off, but I worked all day. I estimated the amount of time it would take to make the box and the platform pretty good, but it took me way longer to organize than I thought it would. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys, and let me know if you have any questions. And I'm going to keep doing these builds more often, trying to make like a video a week or something, hopefully. I'm getting the fence in my backyard redone my landlord's just paying someone else to do it, which is perfectly fine by me. And then I'll be able to build a little workshop back there. I already have the like a shed, but it's just disassembled so that they could get to the fence. And so once the fence is done, it should be like 3 or 4 weeks hopefully. I can get that built up, and I recently got a table saw and a miter saw, and they both need to be refurbished, so that'll probably be a video of me trying to refurbish them and get them. They both run and everything, but they just are a little bit rusty and really dusty. So I'm just gonna try to clean them up a lot and refurbish them. So yep, that'll be the next video. So thanks for watching, guys. Bye.